Hi heathens! So today's video is going to be one of those around the clock beauty videos. I have been wearing this makeup all day. So we're looking at about 10 hours of wear right now. So don't have any eyeshadow on, but I have foundation, some contour and blush under the foundation, obviously powder and highlighter, and then lipstick. Some of the products, I'm going to be using the same products that I used this morning and just kind of like freshening it up and rebuilding it. And some of them I won't be, like my lip, because my lipstick broke on me. So that being said, we're going to get on into it. And what I'm going to start with is the contour. So I was using, let me fix the angle a little bit, the Pink Lips contour in the shade Latte, which is something that I received from my Ipsy. Let me grab something with a mirror, or just the mirror. The one thing I did not have handy. So I'm going to take this exactly where I had it before. As I said, I do have some powder on, but since I've been wearing this all day, it has kind of like faded and started to get a little oily again. So I'm just going to go right over it. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Now this is thicker than what I used this morning, but because I know kind of how it wore and what foundation I'm using over it, see how easily that blends out? Oh, why did that one come down so low? That is just... Okay, I think that worked. That worked out all right. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. We're gonna go with that. The foundation that I used is the Heyyyyy Serum Foundation, which I just had. Found it. And I'm going to be getting a different blush. The blush that I had used this morning was the liquid one that I received in my Slay Glam box. But this is the Heyyyyy Serum Foundation, and I have mine in the shade Light Neutral. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this goes a long way. So I'm just putting about that, which is maybe a pump, maybe just under. And we're going to use my foundation brush. I'm going to put that down there for a second. So this is like if I wanted to, you know, enhance this look to, say, go out to dinner or something without having to take it all off and completely redo it. Because let's be honest, sometimes we just don't have time for that. So you find ways to work around it. You find products that work together, and so you can still see that highlighter shining through. Does that mean that I won't add more highlighter? Possibly. But if you are not new to my channel, you also know that I am a highlighter fiend. So more highlighter may be added. You can see there's a little texture across my cheek, but as it starts to soak in a little bit more, that will go down a bit. This is a very dewy foundation initially, so it is one that I have to set to continue wearing, which is what I did this morning, and it lasted me well throughout the day. You can see what I'm saying, that you can still see some of that highlighter up under there. I'm going to give you all a close-up with all this real quick. You can see some of the texture, but that's just me. I mean, realistically, everyone has texture. This is just how my texture looks. And I know there are a lot of people who look at pictures or watch YouTube and think the texture should not be there, but in my videos, it is something that you will have. So I'm going to go ahead and set this before we get into the next product, which is going to be the blush. And I'm going to use the same setting powder that I used this morning as well, which is the AOA Studio Perfect Pressed Finishing Powder. And it's in the shade Translucent. So it is like a white powder, but it doesn't have bad flashback, surprisingly. So I'm just going to take this and we are going to mattify what is going on my face. Let's see. Okay, that's mattified enough for me because I still want it to look alive. I am going to go ahead and redo my lips because looking at them in this condition, it's a bit bothersome. So I'm going to go bright and use the Fenty Beauty Unlocked matte lipstick. I loved these and I'm pretty sure they're discontinuing them. I hope they decide to bring them back. Like, that's just so pretty. Overlined a bit, so we're just going to match sides. Fix our errors, which you can see over there in the corners. Try to fix without removing too much foundation or putting more lipstick on other parts of my face. And then if need to, take a foundation brush. Go back over those spots. Then for blush and highlighter, yes, we're going to add more highlighter. I'm going to go into this Kevin and Coco palette, which is one that I received from Temu. And I'm going to actually be using this blush on top of this blush. So it's going to have a bit of a shimmer. So we're going to go in with that darker matte one first. I wish these had names, but unfortunately they don't. So we're just going to go off of what they look like for my descriptions. So I feel like going slightly darker and having it be a little more pigmented is going to help balance out that bright pink lip. I filmed a TikTok this morning of my makeup, and the lighting in my video made it seem like this side was so much darker than the other side, and I was so self-conscious for a minute. I was like, oh my gosh, did I really do that bad a job? Go across the nose a bit to connect. And then we're going in with the kind of like shimmery shade and just kind of gently patting it because I don't want it to shine. I just want it to have a bit of a glow. And then we will go in with highlighter. I'm going to be using the like very white highlighter shade. I'm just going to take this Moto Pro brush. It's one of my favorite ones to use for highlighter, honestly. And we're just going to go right over top gently of kind of what was already there. Just bring a little more light to those areas. And then nose, a little up in the brow, a little up on the forehead if you're feeling that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today's one of those days where I feel like I would. And that is going to be it. So then, all I would have to do is set it. I'm prematurely waving, if you couldn't tell, like I had already set it. Now the waving, so that it holds. And then I would take my hair down. This is what everything looks like up close. And now I'm ready to go. Again, not going anywhere, but I would be ready to go. And I didn't have to wash my full face of makeup off first. And it still looks nice and refreshed and updated. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoy these types of videos, please let me know. Thumbs up would be great. Subscribe to consistently see more of my channel and get notified. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Bye.